Holly friends, I'm back already. Thank you all so much for your comments and your thumbs up and your subscriptions. I appreciate it so much. What this yellow polka dotted paper is? I bet that most of you do. This means I bought something from Minimum World. They send their things in these brightly colored fun packaging, and I just love that. You know that I was waiting for the wallpaper to come to finish off the infirmary, and here it is. I bought 4 more pieces, which, oh no, I only bought 3 more pieces. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully that is enough to finish off the infirmary. I may need more because I think I'm gonna do the kitchen down there as well, and I think I want the wall to all be the same. This is a really nice quality paper. It just says embossed white Metro tiling. This is a Streets Ahead Dolls House brand, and I'm finding that their quality is pretty good, the brands, that brand. Bought these thinking that I might need them for the infirmary, but then I found my muse. They are just 2 simple beds, and I was thinking maybe I could change them up. They were very inexpensive. They will work out well for Stork's Landing when I eventually get to that dollhouse. They're really more of a child-size bed. They are 5¼ inches long rather than 6 feet or more. But I bought those. They'll come in handy, very inexpensive. I'm gonna leave them out because the next thing I wanna show you could work with those beds. I actually bought these for the infirmary. I have a little Strombecker night table there by the bed, and I think I'd like to have something a little bit bigger, but I don't know. I'll try it out and see. I will definitely change it up. It needs to be aged a little bit, but these are really nice. They would work well between these little beds. They have an opening drawer, and they're open here. They're made really quite nicely. You don't really see a lot of glue on them. The wood is smooth and not sticky, so it would be easy to paint. And I like this little detail here. And I like the little bit of detail that's on the top here. These are little rounded pieces. I think they're pretty nice little night tables for the price. I had bought a shelf, but I didn't. And I probably kept thinking, why buy a shelf when I can make one? So I think that is going to be something I'm going to try to make, is a shelf. I bought these wood trims. They're pretty long. They're about 18 or more inches long. These are made by Houseworks, and they are stair railing pieces, but I thought these pieces could be used. You know, if you make a table, you could put part of the shelf inside there. I may use this to make my little shelf. I just thought they might come in handy for other things. I'm not planning to have any stairs, at least in this doll's house. Bought this sink, but now that I bought it, I'm not sure that I'm going to use it because I wanted one without the faucet that I can add the faucets I bought, which will be the old school style where there are 2 separate faucets, one for the hot, one for the cold. I still could do that. I could just take this off. What's interesting here is that they have, you know, actual drains. That's an actual hole, and there's another actual hole there. It's just a little porcelain sink. This didn't have a maker on it that I could see, but I really like it. I want to just glue it onto the wall. I have my pipes, and I just need a small sink for cleaning up in the infirmary. These are just some little baluster pieces, you know, or little trim pieces, and I just thought I might use those for something. For what? I don't know. These are also a Streets Ahead, and these are just 3 little metal bowls which would be very good for use in the infirmary, since a lot of what they do is bandaging and cleaning of wounds. So I thought those would be useful, and what I don't use in the infirmary, I could certainly use in the kitchen. Oh, I bought some hinges. I see other miniaturists online making things, and they use hinges sometimes, and I don't have any hinges, and maybe I might need hinges sometime. And since I was ordering, I went ahead and bought some because I had it on my mind. This is just a little bucket, but operating room nurses would call this a kick bucket, where you put your dirty sponges. So we might need something like this in the infirmary. It needs to be aged up a little bit, and I can use my little rest techniques some more on that. That'll be fun. I bought some more jars. And I liked the more industrial look of these with the flat bottom. I noticed the lid on this one doesn't sit quite right, but that's okay. I can fill it and then maybe glue it in place. It almost looks like it has a little spout. I don't believe it was meant to look that way. I guess that's the way the lid goes. This one is crooked no matter which way you put it, so I could have the lid coming off of that one too when I display it. To me, these looked more like medical jars than the candy jars which I got, so maybe I'll use those for something else. There's those, but those are for the infirmary. This was a Streets Ahead piece. It's a little metal tray. It was just a couple dollars, and this will be good to set instruments on when they're dirty and ready to go off to be cleaned. So those are the pieces that I got. I got one more thing, I think. These little scissors. And I was thinking that I could use them in the infirmary, but they're really more like sewing scissors. They have that little bit of detail. So I'm gonna have to keep looking. I know I could consider making some of these, but I'm not quite sure how to do it. Maybe I'll play around with my wire and see how to do it. I really would like a realistic looking scissor. At least one for the infirmary, because we will definitely need, the dolls will definitely need some scissors to cut bandages. These could work. Love this, and I am so glad that I bought it. It's a little bedpan. Now, I know you're gonna say, oh, you bought the chamber pots. Some of the patients in the infirmary may not be able to get out of bed to use the chamber pot. In this case, the nurse will have to help them with a bedpan. You know what it is, and you know what it's for, and you know how it's used. And that's it. Those are the things that I bought at Minimum World. They came all the way across the ocean to my house so that I could add them to my stash. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back and visit me next time in the doll cupboard. Bye, everyone.
Ew.